Transfer Centre blog. Just scan the QR code on the screen. It'll take you to where you need to go. This is Good Morning Transfers, and this is your transfer update.
And it is a very busy afternoon. One transfer line to bring you as well from Manchester United, who are interested in signing.
Breaking news, and it comes from Manchester United, who have reached an agreement in principle over a new 5-year contract. A deal is in the final stages of negotiation and set to be signed by the more lucrative offers from England and abroad to stay at Manchester United.
How about this? These shots are just into us here at Sky Sports News. This plane landing into Manchester in the last hour or so. Manchester United have agreed a deal in principle with RB Leipzig to sign the forward. He's set to put pen to paper on a 5-year deal. It breaks down to an initial £66.3 million and £7.37 million in performance-related add-ons. He's expected to have a medical in the next 24 to 48 hours. Seshko is in Manchester.
Dorgu possesses in terms of that athleticism and that physicality, and he's 6'1". It's very important to have somebody who's got a big engine who can do both facets of the game at a high intensity. Manchester United do not have enough players who can play at high intensity for the duration of games. So I think it's a good place to start. But again, at 20 years of age, like Kev said, it's going to take time. But Manchester United need to be shopping around for those types of players with potential. They're not in a position to be bringing in world-class stars right now. Manchester United are 13th in the Premier League. So definitely the type of profile, and I think one that Manchester United fans could look at and say, OK, I can see why they're going after that player, but can't get too excited, Matt. Yeah. Got to relax.
OK. Deep line midfielder, very technically gifted, but it's his passing ability that should excite long-range passing. He rarely gives the ball away. He's in Liga, and he's in the sort of the top percentiles for ball retention, but also the number of balls he plays forward as well. So it's not just keeping hold of the ball, but also passing it in the right way to start attacks as well. So he's 24, as Mark said. He's just playing some of the best football in his career. He's now part of the Brazil squad. It's the kind of move, I think, at the beginning of the window, the door might have taken a bit longer to get to this stage, but it's the kind of target then that kind of not horrifically expensive, not 50, 60 million pounds, but around 30, just over around 33 million pounds potentially for this deal. And if he becomes brilliant and he ever wants to leave, they can potentially get even more from it if he continues to develop.
Manchester United have signed a midfielder, but Dharmesh, not who we thought.
Very good. But it is an exciting signing, actually, because Manchester United have announced the signing of young midfielder the academy at first, settle into life in Manchester before trying to force his way into first-team squad reckoning. But I think Manchester United are really, really excited about this signing. They've been scouting him for a while, and now it's official. The pictures are up. He's there, standing behind the desk, sitting behind the desk, signing the contract.
Manchester United are reportedly keeping a close eye on the situation of Italian midfielder Sandro Tonali as speculation surrounding his future continues to attract attention across European football. The Newcastle United star has emerged as one of the most highly regarded midfielders in the game, earning widespread praise for his technical quality, tactical intelligence, and ability to dictate the tempo of matches. Since arriving in the Premier League, Tonali has demonstrated why he is considered one of Italy's brightest football talents. His calmness under pressure, excellent passing range, and defensive awareness have made him a vital figure for Newcastle United. These qualities have naturally attracted admiration from several top clubs, with Manchester United frequently mentioned among those monitoring his progress. As the Red Devils continue their long-term rebuilding project, strengthening the midfield remains one of the club's key priorities. Manchester United have struggled at times to find the right balance in the center of the pitch, often lacking the control and consistency required to compete at the highest level. A player of Tonali's profile could potentially address many of those concerns, offering both defensive discipline and creative influence. However, despite growing rumors and widespread discussion among supporters, there is currently no indication that a transfer is close. Reports suggest that Manchester United's interest remains at the scouting and evaluation stage, rather than progressing into formal negotiations. Tonali is considered a key part of their long-term plans, and is under contract for several years. Any attempt to secure his services would likely require a significant financial package, reflecting both his importance to Newcastle and his status as one of Europe's elite midfielders. Clubs must carefully balance transfer spending with financial regulations, squad planning, and other priorities. As a result, even if Manchester United view Tonali as an ideal addition, any potential deal would depend on multiple factors beyond simple player interest. For now, the situation remains largely speculative. Manchester United are expected to continue assessing midfield targets as they plan for future transfer windows, and Tonali's name will likely remain linked with the club due to his impressive performances and suitability for the team's needs. While supporters may dream of seeing the Italian international wearing the famous red shirt at Old Trafford, there is currently no evidence that a transfer is imminent. The coming months could bring further developments, but at present the focus remains on observation rather than action. Until concrete negotiations emerge, the possibility of Sandro Tonali joining Manchester United remains an intriguing storyline rather than a transfer nearing completion.